Welcome to the 39th Annual Mississippi College Academic Competition. The competition began the year with 20 teams from high schools across the state. Teams are matched in quiz-like competition, utilizing questions developed and tested for the high school level. Our goal is to recognize academic knowledge, to encourage learning, and to foster the spirit of competition and fair play. We have reached the semifinals. This match features Jackson Academy and Mississippi Pinebelt scholars. Let's meet the teams.
Josh Watson, senior.
Bailey Berry, senior.
Gautam Ray, junior.
Deb Sharma, senior.
Anna Peyton Parker, junior.
Jeffrey Gow, senior.
Mariah Pierce, junior.
Isaac Overland, freshman.
Jaden Hibbets, senior.
Walker Pierce, senior. Ryan Wheat, sophomore.
Haley Riles, junior.
And we'll start round one with a 5-point toss-up question. Which Spanish word beginning with P means soon, immediately, or quickly?
Mississippi Pinebelt, Isaac.
Primus.
No. Jackson Academy, Josh.
Poor.
No.
It's going to be pronto. For 20 points, what is the chemical name for carborundum, an extremely hard substance used for cutting glass?
Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Diamond.
No. Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
Beryllium oxide.
No.
It's going to be silicon carbide. We have a math question for 10 points. What is the simplified form of the square root of 63?
Jackson Academy, got him.
3 square roots of 7.
Yes.
For 15 points, identify the 18th century Irish author who wrote the lines, "Instead of dirt and poison, we have rather chosen to fill our hives with honey and wax, thus furnishing mankind with the two noblest of things, which are sweetness and light."
Mississippi Pinebelt, Mariah.
Jonathan Swift.
Yes.
For 10 points, name the 1956 Lerner and Loewe Broadway musical in which a young woman is made to speak with marbles in her mouth in an effort to make her lose her
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
The Crucible.
No.
Cockney accent and speak like a lady.
Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Guys and Dolls.
No.
It's going to be My Fair Lady. For 10 points, which song title has the following lines? Blank, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Mississippi Pinebelt, Mariah.
Amazing Grace.
Yes.
It's a math question for 10 points. What is the area in square inches of a right triangle whose legs measure 11 inches and 4 inches?
Mississippi Pinebelt, Mariah.
22 inches squared.
Yes.
For 10 points, what American singer known as the Queen of Soul?
Jackson Academy, got him.
Aretha Franklin.
Yes.
For 15 points, give the surname shared by the following: the English Puritan minister John, the author George, and the
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
Knox.
No.
T.S.
Jackson Academy, Josh.
Lewis.
No.
It's going to be Elliot. For 15 points, what is the chemical formula of the principal component of chalk, eggshells, and seashells?
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
CLC.
No.
Or what is the formula for calcium carbonate?
Jackson Academy, got him.
CaCO3.
Yes.
Which word meaning a severe test identifies both a container used for heating?
Jackson Academy, Josh.
Crucible.
Yes.
For 10 points, identify the California city whose Spanish name means tall tree.
Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Sacramento.
No. Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
Los Angeles.
No.
It's going to be Palo Alto. For 10 points, name the now 81-year-old senator who was a 2016 and 2020 Democrat president.
Jackson Academy, got him.
Bernie Sanders.
Yes.
For 10 points, name the country whose large deposits of coal and iron helped it become the world's.
Jackson Academy, Josh.
England.
Yes.
For 10 points, because many microorganisms cannot survive elevated temperatures, what does the human body produce to fight such virus diseases as chickenpox and measles?
Mississippi Pinebelt, Isaac.
Fever.
Yes.
For 10 points, give the street address of the White House, the presidential residence in Washington, D.C.
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
100 Virginia Avenue.
No. Jackson Academy, Dev.
100 Pennsylvania Avenue.
No.
It's going to be 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. We have another math question for 10 points. If the numerator of a fraction is x squared plus 3x minus 18, what is the denominator if the fraction reduces to x minus 3 over x minus 7?
Jackson Academy, got 'em.
X plus 6.
No. Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
X plus 6.
No.
It's going to be x squared minus x minus 42. 10 points. Which Janus word beginning with the letter B means not only to fasten together, but also to bend or crumple
Mississippi Pinebelt, Morale.
Bind.
No.
under pressure or in intense heat?
Jackson Academy, Dev.
Bend.
No.
It's going to be buckle, and that's the end of round one. We'll be back in a moment with a preliminary score. After round one, the preliminary score is Jackson Academy, 70, Mississippi Pinebelt Scholars, 45. We move into round two, which is a toss-up with bonus questions round. For 20 points, give the full name of IUPAC, the organization that officially recognizes the discovery of elements and assigns names.
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry.
Yes.
And here are your bonus questions. Identify each of the following triplets. For 5 points, the last 3 years of the 20th century.
1988, 1990s, 1997, 1998, 1999. 1997, 1998, 1999.
No.
Jackson Academy.
$1897, $1898, $1899.
No.
No, it's going to be 1998, 1999, and 2000. So we go back to a toss-up question for 5 points. Which state has 2 presidential libraries, one established in Yorba Linda in 1990 and the other in Simi Valley in 1991?
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
Texas.
No. Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Virginia.
No.
It's going to be California. It's the Nixon and Reagan libraries. For 10 points, Umbria is a historical region and ancient kingdom in which country, having already fallen to the Etruscans before the Romans?
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
Italy.
Yes.
And here are your bonus questions. Identify each of the following concerning Greece. For 5 points, the airline that shares its name with a letter of the Greek alphabet.
Delta.
Yes.
For 10 points, the philosopher credited with the first atomic theory for his belief that all matter is composed of small particles that cannot be further divided.
Is it Kepler? Thales.
No.
Jackson Academy?
Yes.
Yes. And we go back to a toss-up question. You're going to need your pencils for this one. The Smith family has a set of triplets and a set of twins, with the twins being older than the triplets, and with the total age of the 5 children being 60. If the ages of each of the children is an integer, what is the oldest possible integer age of the triplets?
Jackson Academy, got 'em.
17.
No. Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
2.
No.
It's going to be 10. Back to a toss-up for 15 points. In 1999, who became the first player in Major League history to hit 60 home runs in back-to-back seasons?
Mississippi Pinebelt, Morale.
Babe Ruth.
No. Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Derek Jeter.
No.
It's going to be Sammy Sosa of the Chicago Cubs. For 10 points, a line that divides 2 sides of a triangle proportionally has what relationship to the third side of the triangle?
Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Perpendicular.
No. Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
Parallel.
Yes.
And here are your bonus questions. One at a time, identify 4 of the 5 U.S. presidents who lived at least to the age of 90. For 5 points.
Carter.
Yes.
Reagan.
For 10 points.
Reagan.
Yes.
For 15 points.
Adams.
More specific?
Sam Adams. No. Is it Thomas? It's not Jay. It might be. It is James.
Quincy Adams.
Quincy.
No.
It's all right.
John Adams.
Yes.
And that was good for 15 points. All right, and we're going back to a toss-up question for 10 points. Name the rare uranium isotope that is the major naturally occurring fission.
Jackson Academy, Josh.
Uranium-237.
No. Walker.
243.
No.
It's going to be uranium-235. In which country did Zita sit as the last empress of the vast Habsburg Empire?
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
Austria.
Yes.
And here are your bonus questions. Identify the state in which all of the following are or have been governors. For 5 points, Rick Scott, Ron DeSantis, Charlie Crist, and Jeb Bush.
Florida.
Yes.
For 10 points, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Gray Davis, Gavin Newsom, and Jerry Brown.
California.
Yes.
For 15 points, Woodrow Wilson, Alfred E. Driscoll, James J. Florio, and Christine Todd Whitman.
No. It's Virginia. No. Pennsylvania. It starts with a P, I think. Pennsylvania. No. Yeah, just
Pennsylvania.
No.
sorry.
Jackson Academy.
Vermont.
No.
It's going to be New Jersey. And that concludes round 2. We'll be back in a moment with a preliminary score. At the end of round 2, the preliminary score is Jackson Academy 95, Mississippi Pinebelt Scholars 140. We move straight into round 3. We'll start with a 10-point toss-up question. Which term is used in physics to identify the type of expansion that is the basis for the operation of a mercury thermometer?
Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Thermal expansion.
Yes.
And here are your bonus questions. Identify the following concerning American history. For 5 points, the new political party formed during Andrew Jackson's second term.
The Whig Party.
Yes.
For 10 points, the state whose independence Andrew Jackson recognized in March 1837.
South Carolina.
No.
Texas.
Yes.
All right, and we go back to a toss-up question for 10 points. Name the style of architecture developed in Western Europe between the 12th and 16th centuries with pointed arches.
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
Gothic.
Yes.
And here are your bonus questions. One at a time, name the 4 South American countries through which the Tropic of Capricorn passes. For 5 points,
Ecuador.
No.
Jackson Academy. For 5 points.
Argentina.
Yes.
Argentina.
Yes.
Yes. And we'll go back to a toss-up for 15 points. Identify the black separatist leader who broke away from his mentor, Elijah Muhammad.
Jackson Academy, Josh.
Malcolm X.
Yes.
And here are your bonus questions. One at a time, name the 4 South...
No.
We'll start over. Identify the location of the following sites associated with crime. For 5 points, the city where a museum is located on the 6th floor of a building associated with an assassination in 1963.
Memphis.
No.
Mississippi Pinebelt.
Austin.
No.
It's going to be Dallas. And we go back to a toss-up question for 5 points. Santa Fe is the oldest seat of government.
Mississippi Pinebelt, Walker.
New Mexico.
No.
In the U.S., in which century was it founded as the capital of a Spanish colony?
Jackson Academy, Gallo.
16th century?
It's going to be the 17th century. Pick up your pencils for this question. Paul, who is currently 63 years old, married his wife Susan when he was 36. What fraction, in lowest terms, represents the portion of his life he has been married to her?
Jackson Academy, Gallo.
3/7?
Yes.
And here are your your bonus questions. Identify each of the following concerning art. For 5 points, the Italian artist whose The Last Supper is on a monastery wall in Milan.
Yes.
For 10 points, the artist whose famous silk screens of Campbell's tomato soup cans, through a licensing agreement, were used as the inspiration for labels on limited edition soup cans in 4 color combinations.
Andy Warhol?
Yes.
For 15 points, the American artist who painted over 300 Saturday Evening Post covers.
Who's the American artist? Just guess. The political artist guy. I don't know his name. We just talked about him.
Nast.
No.
No. Mississippi Pinebelt.
Harper.
No.
It's going to be Norman Rockwell. We go back to a toss-up question for 10 points. Name the country off whose coast Octavian's fleet decisively defeated
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Egypt.
No.
Mark Antony and Cleopatra's fleet in 31 BC.
Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Libya?
No.
It's going to be Greece. For 10 points, which gland involved in the male reproductive system surrounds the urethra and empties into it at the lower end of the urinary bladder?
Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Testing?
No.
It's going to be Mississippi Pinebelt.
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Pituitary.
No.
It's going to be the prostate gland. We're back to a toss-up for 10 points. Identify the symbol of the U.S. Forest Service first used in 1944 and after whom a historical park established in Capitan, New Mexico is named.
Jackson Academy, Josh.
Yogi?
No. Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Smoky.
Yes.
And here are the bonus questions. Identify each of the following concerning chemistry. For 5 points, arrangement of the chemical elements according to their atomic numbers.
Periodic table.
Yes.
For 10 points, number of hydrogen atoms in 1 molecule of propane.
I think 6.
6.
Yes.
For 15 points, oxidation number of chromium in the dichromate ion Cr2O7 -2.
Positive 1.
No.
Jackson Academy.
Positive 6?
Yes.
Yes, and that was good for 15 points, and that concludes the end of round 3. We'll be back in a moment with a preliminary score. At the end of 3 rounds of play, the score stands Jackson Academy 170, Mississippi Pinebelt Scholars 185. We move into the 4th and final round, and we're going to start with a 10-point toss-up. By which trig value would you have to multiply tangent x to get secant x?
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Sine.
No.
No answer from Jackson Academy. It's cosecant x.
My bad.
We move on to a toss-up for 10 points. Jack Dawkins was named the Artful Dodger.
Jackson Academy, got him.
Oliver Twist?
Yes.
For 10 points, which Japanese word for empty orchestra?
Jackson Academy, Dev.
Karaoke.
Yes.
For 15 points, name the simplest multicellular organisms in the phylum Porifera.
Jackson Academy, got him.
Sponges?
Yes.
For 10 points, which state is nicknamed the Tar Heel State?
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
North Carolina.
Yes.
It's a math question. What integer does 1/4 to the -1/2 power equal?
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
2.
Yes.
For 20 points, word derived from the Latin for deviation, used to designate a small apparent displacement of a heavenly body caused by the motion of the earth in its orbit.
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Parallax.
No.
No answer from Jackson Academy, it's aberration. For 10 points, January 8, 1815, battle in which General Jackson defeated.
Jackson Academy, got 'em.
Battle of New Orleans.
Yes.
For 20 points, English politician whose diary written from 1660
Jackson Academy, Josh.
Margaret Thatcher.
No.
to 1669 was published in the 19th century.
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Duke of Marlborough.
No.
It's going to be Samuel Pepys. For 10 points, which element is the only one whose atoms do not have any neutrons in the nucleus?
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Hydrogen.
Yes.
Grab your pencils. What is the measure of a supplement of an angle with measure 10x plus 10?
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
20x.
No. Jackson Academy, got 'em.
17 degrees.
No.
It's going to be 170 minus 10x. For 15 points, give the city and state that celebrated the 50th anniversary of its Brown versus the Board of Education decision.
Jackson Academy, Delph.
Topeka, Kansas.
Yes.
For 10 points, German word for leader that Hitler assumed.
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Führer.
Yes.
For 10 points, what is the unit of musical time containing an indicated number of beats?
Jackson Academy, got 'em.
4-4.
No. Mississippi Pine Belt, Jaden.
Time signature?
No.
It's going to be a measure. For 15 points, which North Dakota city in the valley of the Red River of the North is known as the transportation hub of the Northwest? It was named.
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Fargo.
Yes.
For 10 points, name 2 trigonometric functions that increase in value as a positive acute angle increases in size.
Jackson Academy, got 'em.
Sine and cosine.
No. Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Cosine tangent.
Say it again.
Cosine tangent.
No.
It needed to be sine, tangent, or secant. For 10 points, Scarlett O'Hara was the main character of what movie?
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Gone with the Wind.
Yes.
For 10 points, what name is given to the part of the electromagnetic spectrum between visible light and microwaves?
Jackson Academy, Bailey.
Infrared radiation.
Yes.
For 10 points, what word beginning with the Latin prefix meaning beneath designates the necessary basic systems, such as what the U.S. attempted to do in Iraq in restoring electricity, road systems, schools, and other public works necessary for the operation of a modern society?
Mississippi Pine Belt, Walker.
Substration.
No. Jackson County, Bailey.
Substitute.
No.
It's going to be infrastructure. For 10 points, a circle with a center at coordinates 3, 6 and passing through coordinates 6, 2 has what diameter?
Jackson Academy, got him.
10.
Yes.
And that concludes round 4. We'll be back in a moment with the final score. At the end of 4 rounds of play, we have a tied score. Jackson Academy 250, Mississippi Pinebelt 250. We move into a sudden death round. The team that correctly answers a question first will be declared the winner and advance to the final match. What process is used to separate the components of complex mixtures of chemical compounds by selective adsorption to a solid medium?
Jackson Academy, got him.
Chromatography.
Yes.
And that is the correct answer. After the sudden death round, the final score is Jackson Academy 270, Mississippi Pinebelt Scholars 250. Jackson Academy advances to the final round.